Hey guys, welcome to Tooling with Newman. So I finally got my hands on the new M12, the circular saw, the 5 and 3/8 one. Ta-da! So I've had the 5 and 3/8 one for a while now, the older model, and I wanted to get the new one. I had my eyes on it. You know, everyone was talking about it. I know there's so many videos out there comparing these two. I've seen a bunch of them. I know Morgan Maintenance did one. I've seen a bunch of them, but I figured I'll give you my point of view. Why not get another point of view about it? I love this saw, so I figured it was worth its own video to talk about it. So let's check it out. Let's talk about it. So first off, right now, both of these two are on sale at HomeDepot.com. They're both $99, right? The old one is normally on sale for $149. It's 34% off. It's on sale for $99. That's part number 2530-20. That's the older model. The newer model is on sale right now for $99 also. That's part number 2521-20. It's normally on sale. It's normally priced at $159. It's on sale with 38% off for $99. So why not get the new guy? Go with the new guy. It's newer technology. It's 10 years newer. It's better stuff. Go with the new guy. That's why I wanted to get it. I was dying to get it. I haven't had this one too long. You know, I had my eye on this one for a long time, and pretty much when I got it, then this one almost came out like weeks later. I was so mad, but I was like, I gotta get it. I use it enough. I gotta get it. So here we go. Let's dig into it. So looking straight at them, how do you tell the difference? Here. Let me take this piece off. So this piece comes with it, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But so looking straight at them, you know, you can see the older one, the handle extends back past your blade housing a little bit there. The new one doesn't. So that's how straight away you could tell the difference. And then the new one has a little hump here. The old one doesn't have that hump. So just looking straight at them, that's how you could tell the Generation 2 versus the Generation 1. Also, the Generation 2, it has the black plastic housing here, and this one has a gray metal housing. So that's straight out the box how you could tell which one's different. So let's take a look at them. So if you stand them up right, look how much shorter the newer one is than the older one. You see that? That's a couple of inches shorter there. And also the narrow, if you see how wide the Generation 1 one is here and how narrow the new one is here. You know, it's really a lot smaller. It's, you know, half the size. Look at that. I mean, it's not half the size, but it's almost. You see that difference there? It is a big difference. It's worth you getting the new one. If you have the old one, and you think about getting a new one, it's worth it, man. I'll tell you, it really is. And it's so much lighter. I know I read somewhere it's about a pound lighter, the new one, but it feels a lot lighter. I don't know. And it just feels a lot better in your hand. It's newer technology. You got to remember, this guy's 10 years newer. Think of the technology that's advanced in 10 years with computers, with just everything. So all inside of here, all the motor in the housing and everything is all brand new technology. You know, you want to go with the newer guy. Here, just taking a look straight on. If you look at your foot here, just to see the difference there, pretty much the same. You know, it looks pretty identical to me, except that this one is the old one is a removable plate. This one's not. All right, so my rip fence too. I had a rip fence for this one, but it actually fits and works in the new one, which is awesome. I don't have to buy a new rip fence. And where I got that rip fence, actually, Morgan Maintenance, he was one that told me you get it from a Great Lakes Power Company. That was the only one that is made by Milwaukee. I couldn't find it anywhere else. So if you're looking for that, go to Great Lakes Power Company. They have it, and fast shipping. They shipped it to me like the next day. Okay, that's what's cool about it. And a couple of other little features here are looking at the difference here. If you look underneath here, your foot plate is a little smaller too. So if you're using this to carry it around all day, you know, if you're using this to cut 2x4 or something like that, you know, this is your guy. If you're a roofer and you're going to be cutting plywood all day, this is not the saw for you. But, you know, if you're working and you do various jobs here and there and you need to cut a couple of bits of 2x4 or something like that, and you don't want to get out your whole chop saw, this guy will work perfect. And it has your new Rafter hook too, which we'll go over that in a second too. The newer one. So the newer one, it has around the blade housing here, it has basically a runway for air to go. So the revolutions of your blade spins around and it creates like, I guess you would say like almost like a vortex in there, to where the air goes in and around and pushes all the sawdust out the way. And it shoots it. It's called like a chute, basically, they're saying. So if you're, for me, I do a lot of work indoors. I go up to apartments. I go up to 15th, 16th floor, sometimes 30th floor, and it's very hard to cut wood up there if you can. But with this guy, what I'll do is I'll just connect this adapter that comes with it. You connect it right on. Oh, why is it not going on? There you go. You connect it right on, and then you hook your vacuum up to it, and then boom, now I can cut inside an apartment with very little, if any, sawdust. So that's a huge selling point for me, because I do some work in apartments, and you either got to go on the balcony and cut, or you cut inside, and anytime you cut inside, you get sawdust absolutely everywhere. So I did like that. That was a huge plus for me. All right, let's get the batteries in here. So same batteries, we'll put them in, and then we'll just listen to it. So here's the old one. Here's the new one. Old, new. I don't know if you guys could tell, but the new one just sounds a whole lot better. And it's the second you let go of that trigger. Here, let me see if I can show you guys. That thing stops on a dime. It's like it's designed for it. And the light is better too. It's like a much lighter light. So if you see here, in the old one, you've got a little bit of a light there. This guy lights everything up pretty good. So here, let's take a walk over here, and I'll show you some wood over here. So one of the main selling points for me was the rafter hook. So, with my old one, I'm here, I'm working, I'm cutting wood. When I'm finished, I either place it on top of what I'm cutting, or I just drop it on the floor. The new one has this rafter hook where you could just throw it in and it sits in there, and it's designed really good. If you see how it's on an angle like that, you can literally just throw it on and it hooks on. See that? So you're working, boom, you just throw it on and it sits on there just perfectly. I really like that rafter hook. That's a big selling point for me too. One thing I did want to say is I walked past my old M18 saw here. If you guys aren't familiar with these are the M12, the 5 3/8. It's basically like a mini saw, and I wanted to show you this M18 one so you could see the size comparison here. You can see how much bigger the M18 is. Yeah, granted, it's more powerful. However, the M12 is a good little saw.